Hi friends, welcome back. And if this is your first time to the channel, my name's Megan. Happy to have you here. This class is chair yoga for healthcare professionals. Class is about 50 minutes long. The itinerary will go as first we will do some grounding and breath awareness. Then we'll warm up the body. We'll do some flowing poses, sitting and standing, followed by some cool down postures. Then we'll do some pranayama, some yogic breathing. And the last few minutes will be shavasana. Shavasana is a time at the end of the posture practice where we meditate. We incorporate all the things that we did during the practice before we transition back to our regular lives. This class is designed so you can practice at work. You won't need any props, just a strong, sturdy chair placed on a non-slip surface, so no wheels and also no arms on the chair. Yoga is a special time where we get to connect within ourselves. The poses will look different in every body, and that is okay. We must listen to our inner knowing and honor our body where it is today. If you have any injuries that you know about, take responsibility for yourselves. Move gently through the poses so that we can heal ourselves rather than harm ourselves. Let's begin. Sit on your chair, uncrossing our legs, and placing both soles of the feet flat on the ground. Rest your hands palms face down on the top of your legs. Sit up nice and tall, lengthening the spine from the tailbone to the crown of the head. I invite you to softly gaze down or close your eyes, allowing your eyelids to get heavy. Getting grounded here, noticing our body, our feet touching the ground, feeling that connection with gravity, and the backside of our body sitting in our chair, feeling the support and the stability it gives us. Begin to bring your awareness to your breath, feeling that air as it rises in through your chest, and then exhaling it out, feeling the chest fall. Noticing the sound of your inhales and your exhales. On your next round of breath, lengthen your inhales and lengthen your exhales, slowing down the breath. Continue breathing slowly as I introduce the next breathing exercise. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center, clasping your fingers together and placing our hands underneath our chin. As we inhale, we'll send our elbows away from each other to the sides and gently look up. Our fingers will remain clasped, but our palms will come apart. We exhale, we will bring our elbows back towards each other as we drop our chin towards our chest, curving our upper spine and sending our navel towards our spine, creating a C shape with our back. Let's finish our last round of breath and we will begin. Inhaling, pulling our elbows away, gently lifting our chin. Exhaling, letting our elbows come towards each other, dropping our chin towards our chest, creating that C shape, navel to spine. Exhaling all the air out. Continuing to move with your own breathing pattern. completing one more round of this style of breath. Keeping your palms clasped, push your palms away from you as you inhale and send your arms up to the sky. Exhale, send your palms forward, curving your upper back. Inhaling slowly up to the sky, palms facing up, and exhaling again forward. Let's do one more round. Next time that your palms come forward, flip them around and switch the grasp. Inhale, send hands in front of you, palms facing you. And as you exhale, bring your palms to your heart, lifting your chest. Exhale, dropping your head. Inhale, pulling your heart forward. One more round. Bringing your hands back towards your heart, unclasping your hands, gently rolling your wrists. Then reversing the rolling of your wrists. Letting your arms relax down by your side, palms facing forward. As you inhale, reach up towards the sky, raising your arms, and then exhale, flip your palms, push the energy down. Inhale, lifting the energy with your palms. Exhale, pushing the energy down. This time as your palms come down, send your arms forward and up. Dropping your right arm down to your side, reach up and over with your left arm for a side body stretch. Draw some circles with your nose, creating some gentle neck movement. Reverse the circles to the opposite direction. Finish the circles and reach a little bit more with your left arm, and then inhale both arms up to center. As you exhale, dropping your left arm down, reaching up and over with your right arm. Optional here, gently look up and down, creating some nose with your neck. Looking down one last time, reaching up and over with that right arm, and then inhaling both arms back up to center. Exhale, gently twist to the right, letting your arms rest down by your side. A very small twist here. We're just getting warmed up. I'm not trying to crank here. I'm just being gentle with my body. And then inhale, both arms up. Exhale, gentle twist towards the left. On your next exhale, untwist. And then inhale, send your arms up to the sky. Palms kiss at the top, and then bring your hands down to heart center in prayer. Release your palms to the top of your legs, and we'll come to cow pose. Shoulders away from our ears, pulling our shoulder blades together. Pull your heart forward and gently gaze forward. You exhale, push your heart the opposite direction. Let your shoulder blades come apart and drop your chin to your chest. Moving with your own breath through these cat and cows. I invite you to close your eyes so you can really get into the feeling of the sensations. Move through one more cat and cow. Moving from some sun salutations. I will demonstrate the sun salutation sitting and standing, staying in mountain pose for another round of breath, getting grounded. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up to the sides and reach the sky. Exhale, send your arms out to the sides. Dive down by hinging at your hips, leading with your heart to a forward fold. Your forehead come towards your legs and gently rocking here side to side. Inhale, pull your heart forward, crown of the head towards the front of the room, half lift, taking your hands to your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching your arms out to the sides, reach up to the sky. You can gently gaze up. Palms touch. Exhale, bring them back down to prayer at heart center. Standing up, stand by the side of your chair, feet firmly planted into the ground. Pull your shoulders away from your ears, tailbone towards the floor. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, lead with your heart, hinge at the hips, swan dive down, knees and forward fold. Spine decompress by swaying side to side. Halfway, pull your navel to your spine. And exhaling, forward fold, bend knees. Seeing your legs into the ground, feel the energy rising all the way up your body. Palms reach up, kiss at the top, bring them to heart center. Inhaling, send your arms out to the side and up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Root to rise, standing all the way up. Palms touch at the top, and then exhale to heart center. Inhale up, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhaling, half lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, palms kiss at the top. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Releasing your hands down by your sides, have your chair handy so you can hold onto it for balance. Making our way to one-legged Tadasana, one-legged mountain pose. Plant your right foot into the floor, keep a micro bend in the knee, and lift your left knee up any degree. Finding a spot to gaze at in the room that doesn't move, this is your drishti point. Helps with balance. Keeping the bend in your knee, hinge forward, sending your head towards the front of the room, and extending your left leg back. Hold on to your chair for balance, warrior 3, then making your way back to one-legged mountain, then release your foot down. Lifting your left leg back to one-leg mountain and sending that leg behind you, coming to warrior 3, using the chair to help with balance. And then making your way back to one-leg mountain pose. Holding on to the chair for balance, set your leg down. Let's do the opposite side by walking to the left side of the chair. Plant your left foot in the ground, bend your knee slightly, lift your right leg up, and then send it back to warrior 3. Lifting your foot off any degree of the floor. Pulling your navel to your spine, extending through the crown of the head and the ball of the foot. Then float your way back up to standing, place both feet on the floor. Again, lifting your right leg, sending it back, holding onto the chair, warrior 3. Swinging your right leg forward, lifting your knee, one-legged mountain pose. Release your foot down. Let's sit back down on our chairs again and turn towards the right. Right foot and knee pointed towards the right side of the room, knee over ankle. Drop your left knee towards the floor and plant the ball of the left foot. Scoot as close as you can to the back of the chair for balance. This is lunge pose. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center, and then send your arms up to the sky for crescent lunge. Pressing into both feet, feeling the energy rise up our legs, pull our navel to our spine. Swing your right arm down and around by your side and backward. Arms to the opposite sides of the room, revolved lunge. And then dropping your back arm to the chair, lift your front arm for exalted lunge. Send your front arm forward and down by your side. Keep your other arm by your side, coming to airplane arms, leaning forward over your front leg. Then bring your hands to heart center and we will switch sides. Rotating on my chair here, being mindful. Turning towards the left foot and knee facing the left side, knee over ankle. Drop your right knee, tuck your toes, and sitting stable on the seat. Your next inhale, send your arms up to the sky for crescent lunge. Pushing your heart forward gently, sending the tailbone towards the floor. Dropping your left arm down by your side and reaching behind you for a revolved high lunge. Taking your back arm to the back of the chair, lift your front arm, exalted high lunge. Sweeping your front arm down to the front and by your side, both arms by your side, reaching the crown of your head forward, airplane arms. Continue to breathe here. And releasing, we'll take it to the opposite side once again. High lunge on the right side, and remember, you can always hold on to the back of the chair for support. Inhaling your arms up for crescent lunge. Exhale, dropping your arm down by your side, coming to revolved high lunge. Twisting from the navel. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, you drop your back arm down, reaching your front arm forward, exalted high lunge. And on your next exhale, come to airplane arms. Take your spine up nice and tall, and we'll switch sides. High lunge on the left side. As you inhale, crescent lunge. On your next exhale, revolved high lunge. Inhaling, and then exhale, exalted high lunge. On your next exhale, airplane your arms. Then take your spine up nice and tall again as we rotate forwards on our chair. Take your legs wide here, feet and knees both externally rotated. Resting your hands on the top of your legs, tall spine, or leaning forward, resting our forearms on our thighs for a gentle forward fold. Stay here for a few breaths. As you inhale, bring your spine up, rotate towards the right, taking your legs at a 90-90. Bend your tailbone towards the floor, crown of the head to the sky, and turn your torso towards the front of the room. As you inhale, send your arms to a T. Then turn your gaze over the right hand. Warrior 2. Flip your right palm so it faces the sky and lean forward to the right until you can't anymore. Then send your front arm to the sky, back arm to the chair. Reverse warrior. Keeping our neck at whatever degree is comfortable. Begin dropping that front arm to the top of your leg, resting it there, and swing your back arm down by your side and up by your ear, pinky of the hand facing down, extended side angle. Option, place your hand on the heart if you have shoulder problems. On your next exhale, swing your arm down to your side and come back to warrior two, sending your arms out to a T. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. And take a deep breath here, feeling that extension from your pinky all the way down to your hip. Moving back to warrior two. Rotating our legs toward the center, releasing your arms down. Legs are wide, feet externally rotated, knees externally rotated, goddess. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms kiss. Exhale, goal post your arms. On your next exhale, gently release your arms down, coming to the left side to do warrior two. Bring our legs to 90-90, torso facing the front of the room. Extend your arms for warrior two. Your next inhale, make your way to reverse warrior. Exhale, releasing your front arm down, and inhale, sending your back arm down and around for extended side angle. Keeping our hand on our heart as an option. Releasing your arm down, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale it back to warrior two. Releasing your front arm to your leg, extended side angle. Inhaling to warrior two, and exhale it out. Inhale, reverse your warrior, extended side angle. Making our way back to warrior two one last time. And releasing everything down, turning towards the front on our chair. Goddess legs, let your hands rest on the tops of your thighs and gently push one shoulder forward for a nice shoulder stretch. And switching sides, stretching the opposite shoulder. Continue to stay with your breath, checking in with how you're feeling, how you're doing right now. Noticing if your body's telling you anything or if your mind wants to wander. Sit up tall. Lift your right heel coming out onto the ball of the right foot, and inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring them down in front of your heart. Pull your palms away from each other, but keep your fingertips touching for Hakini Mudra. Drop your right heel and lift your left heel. Hakini Mudra boosts focus and memory and reduces mental clutter. Drop your left heel back to the floor and stay with the breath, keeping our hands in Hakini Mudra or opting out at any time you would like, taking your hands to prayer or placing your hands on your legs. Feeling the energy activate in both legs. Releasing both heels and releasing the mudra now, letting your arms rest in front of you. We will come to stand in front of our chair. Facing the left toes facing forward, back foot about a 45-degree angle. Sweep your front arm up to the sky, reverse triangle. As you exhale, send your front arm forward. Send your hips back and then drop your front arm to the chair, sending your back arm up to the sky for triangle. Gaze at the floor. On your next inhale, coming up the way we went down, reversing our triangle, sending our back arm down towards the floor, gazing down, and our front arm towards the sky. On our next inhale, making our way back to triangle pose, using our chair for support. Here, keep your gaze at the floor or look to the sky to test your balance. And one more time, reverse your triangle. Placing your arm down and turning towards the right. Right toes face the right, back foot at a 45-degree angle. Now send your arms up to a T and then reach forward, coming to triangle pose. On your next inhale, reverse your triangle. Triangle pose. One more time, inhale, reverse your triangle. Releasing both arms down, turning towards the left again. Preparing our legs for pyramid, foot and knee facing the left, back foot at a 45-degree angle, and both hips facing the left. Next, inhale, take your hands to heart center, and exhale, hinge at the hips, lead with the heart, bend over halfway. Inhaling, standing up tall again, and exhaling, hinging again. Taking one hand to the chair for support. A micro bend in your front knee, and then let your head just drape over that front leg. Take your opposite hand to the front of your leg. Pyramid pose. And then inhaling, flat back all the way up to standing, slowly turning towards the right to take pyramid on the right side. Planting our feet and inhaling, sending our hands to heart center. Exhale, hinge from the hips, lead with the heart, halfway down. As you inhale, stand up straight again. And as you exhale, fold over all the way, taking one hand to the chair, one hand to your leg. Let your head here, hang here, and let your spine decompress in pyramid pose. Slowly inhale your way back up to standing. And we will sit on our chair, both knees facing the right. Feet planted firmly on the floor. Pull your shoulder blades together away from your ears. Take your hands to your low back or grab the low chair. And gently begin to lift your heart up and forward. Camel pose. Keeping our neck wherever is most comfortable. No need to throw our head back. Feeling our heart opening here. And then release it, sitting with a neutral spine, resting your hands on your lap. Again, bringing your hands to your lower back or the chair, squeezing your shoulder blades together, and push your heart forward. The back bend is coming from our upper back, not our lower back. Shouldn't feel any pain in the lower back. Please back out of the pose if you do feel so. Again, returning to neutral, taking a break, checking in with our breath. One more time, taking camel, continuously breathing here in camel. And slowly, gently come out of camel. Turning back towards the front of the room. Feet planted firmly on the floor, legs come together, and let your arms rest down by your sides. You inhale, send your arms out and up to the sky, and then exhale, goal post your arms. Crossing your left leg over your right leg, either at the knee or at the ankle, and then crossing your right arm over your left arm for eagle pose. Lift your elbows up and drop your chin to your chest. Slowly start to unwind your arms, releasing the twist, and then uncross your legs. Inhale, sweep your arms up and out to the sky, and then exhale, goal post your arms. Crossing your right leg over your left leg, either at the knee or at the ankle, squeezing your inner thighs together. Crossing left elbow over right elbow, coming to eagle arms. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, drop your forehead forward. When you're ready, very slowly unwind the legs and the arms, taking your arms up to the sky, and then exhale, releasing them down. Scooting forward a little bit on our chair, a couple inches, so you can lean back and use the back support for support. Inhale, lift up your right leg any degree for a half boat pose. Lift your heart, push your chest forward, nice straight spine, engage your core, and then maybe send your arms out to your sides, palms facing up. Breathing here. Releasing your foot down, taking a couple breaths here in between, and then let's lift up our left leg, taking boat on the left side. Again, lifting the heart, engaging our core, pulling our shoulder blades together, palms face the sky, half boat. Gently releasing that leg down and taking a few breaths, resting here. This time grabbing onto the chair and lifting both legs, scooting forward on your chair so you can lean back against the backrest, lifting both legs, lifting your heart, feeling your abs work, boat pose. If you're feeling balanced and stable, you can let go of the chair, sending your palms up to the sky. And then releasing everything down, again, taking a break, taking a few breaths. Lift your left leg, holding on to the back of the thigh or the shin, hugging your knee and your thigh into your chest for wind relieving pose. And exhale, release it down. We'll take it to the other side. Wind relieving pose on the right leg. Releasing the right foot down. Plant your feet firmly on the ground and start to lean forward as you send your arms up by your ears for chair pose. Activating, keeping yourself here, or lift your bottom off of the chair a couple inches for another version of chair. Bring your hands to prayer at heart center and then gently look over towards the right. On your next exhale, twist towards the right for twisted chair. Then take your gaze back to center and take your body back to center. Stay here for one round of breath. Look over to the left, and on your next exhale, twist towards the left. Bring your gaze back to center and untwist. Carefully sit back down on your chair, letting your hands rest on your legs, taking a few breaths. Planting our feet into the floor, taking whichever variation of chair you would like, bringing your hands to heart center. Taking your gaze towards the right, and then on your next exhale, twisting towards the right. And as you inhale, option, open your arms, sending one to the sky and one towards the floor. On your next exhale, bring your hands back to prayer in the twist and look towards the front, and then untwist, staying here for a round of breath. Gaze over towards the left, and as you exhale, twisting to the left in prayer. Option to stay here or inhale, open your arms, open twist. Your next exhale, release your hands back to prayer, gaze towards the front and untwist. Release your hands down and walk your legs, letting your heels rest on the floor, knees gently bent. Scoot forward in your chair just a little bit. And if you feel stable on your chair, gently fold forward for a seated forward fold. Inhale and very slowly make your way back up to a seated position. Move mindfully so you don't get dizzy. Next, inhale, open your arms up to your sides, spreading across the chest, and then cross one arm over the other, giving yourself a hug, dropping your chin to your chest. When you're ready, open your arms up again, spreading across the arms, the fingertips in the chest, and crossing the opposite arm on top, giving yourself a hug, resting your chin to your chest. And start to unwind, resting your hands down by your sides. We're going to move into our breath work. Take your legs wide again like we did in Goddess and grab onto your chair. We will be practicing lion's breath before we moved into our meditation. This breathing technique can bring some playfulness into our lives. So watch me as I inhale through my nose. As I exhale, I make a sound and I stick my tongue out and look up towards my third eye. Again, inhaling through my nose. Join me now, moving with your own breath. Inhaling. Returning to your natural state of breathing, taking a moment to notice how you feel. On your next inhale, send your arms forward and gently twist to the right. And unwind, sending your arms forward, gently twist towards your left. Reaching your arms forward and gently twisting towards the right once again. Staying here for a few breaths. Noticing how this twist differs from the first twist we did in your body. Unwinding, twisting once again towards the left. Unwind, return to center, resting your hands on the top of your legs as we settle into our meditation Shavasana. Letting your hands rest on your thighs, palms face up, or resting one hand on your heart and your stomach. Getting comfortable and close your eyes as we incorporate everything we did before we have to return to our regular schedules and tasks. Feel free to enjoy these few moments. I will bring you out of the meditation when it is time. Bring your awareness back to your breath and gently start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing some life back into your body. Taking any gentle movements you need, maybe you want to rock your head side to side. You can keep your eyes closed. Bring your hands to the back of the base of your skull under the occipital protuberance, about an inch down and an inch from the midline, and give yourself a little massage here, releasing any tension you may still be holding in your head and your neck. Releasing your arms down to your sides. Inhale them up one more time. Palms kiss at the top. Exhale, bring them down to your forehead. Repeat after me silently if you would like. May I have kind and loving thoughts. Moving your hands down to your mouth. May I have kind and loving words. Moving our hands to heart center. May I have a kind and loving heart. Enjoying one moment of silence, giving yourself gratitude for showing up. Thank you for practicing with me. Be well and namaste. Bye, friends. Thanks again. See you next time.